Another work day done, defeated. It's Tuesday, the 13th of September. What the hell has been going on these last few days? This month just started off absolutely crazy. Also, everybody's talking about the death of the queen. There's a girl who's a big fitness influencer who apparently took her life, who was dating a rapper. I mean, there's another rapper who just got taken out. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on today. I'm out here traveling for work, trying to get back in the flow of things, and every time you put up on social media, it's something negative, negative. People just wilding. I was in traffic the other day, and I have a truck, right? You know what sucks about having a truck? People think you have your high beams on if it's late at night or early in the morning. If you get too close behind them, like how you gonna jump in traffic, cut me off, and then get mad, try to brake check me and stuff. So I get over, I get out the way. I'm not worried about none of that stuff. I don't pay for this. I ain't covering none of this stuff, so I'm not about to mess up my money. Anyways, on top of that, I'm at work. They got this construction stuff going on. People ain't got their paperwork done. What confuses me, right? How you gonna show up to work? Somebody contract you to do work, and you have to do something that's significantly important and significantly dangerous, and you have no prep work done. Just completely lost. Just out here, just fumbling the bag. I'm so confused. Got a big crane lift tomorrow. We're taking out these transformers, upgrading this equipment facility. I'm hoping it goes well. It should go well. I'm the safety guy. I just run around harassing people. That's stuff like all I do. You do safety, you just basically go around harassing people. Wear your glasses at, reading on people's JSAs, making sure all this stuff is documented, making sure people got their hard hats on, making sure people ain't using the wrong tool. Like the other day, I had to correct a guy. He was using a crescent wrench as a hammer. You don't have nothing else. And there's another. I was out there. My safety guy was on site. He had me and him were going over some things. We corrected this one guy for. We corrected his whole company. They kept not wearing gloves. We had to end up bringing their supervisor in. You had this one guy, the stereotypical movie see where one guy's holding something real thin, and the guy's hand out there, another guy's this big old hammer, smashing it. So oh man, it was just mistake after mistake. It's like, it never fails. The safety guy comes to the job site and all of a sudden everybody acts like they're all brand new apprentices, never worked a day in their lives. So it makes no sense. No sense. No, it also doesn't make sense. Um I don't know. I don't know how things don't make sense, but I hate ironing clothes. That bothers me. I don't know why. But here's my second dilemma, right? You always wash clothes and you end up not laying them out when they're done, or you leave them in the dryer. You keep restarting the dryer, right? Keeps cycling over and over and over again. And what ends up happening? It still gets wrinkled up, or you end up throwing it in the laundry bag. You throw it on your bed, and it gets on the bed. What happens? You push it down to the edge of the bed. Next thing you know, they're all wrinkled. Who wants to break iron? I've actually dated women who don't own ironing boards. I'm so confused, but I guess they actually know how to do laundry. Like a sensible person, when they come out to dry, you put stuff, you fold things up, put it away. I seem to be terrible at that, so I need to work on that. Because right now, everything I packed is wrinkled in the hotel. I just laid everything out in the bed. I'm like, well, I'm gonna pack. I can take my gym clothes tomorrow. Obviously, workout shorts ain't too bad, but I have like some performance, little cheap cotton blend mesh blend shirts, and they all look like ass. So I guess I'm going to iron tonight before I go to the gym. Call it a day. Need to get back in shape, man. I've been hustling, grinding, getting anything else going, flowing back in my life, money right, job right, starting back in college. But boy, I've gained some weight. One thing is hard about traveling for work, right? You kind of get spoiled. These jobs are kind of privileged. They pay for your food, your lodging. You get all these reward points. You end up using them up, burning them up. Buying stuff. Like I bought a Nintendo Switch. I had a friend come in town, visit me and my woman, and my wife now actually. And use the points for her hotel stay. She wants to use them again for Thanksgiving. It's just like and I get per diem here, so I end up not even using that up, but you end up going out to eat a lot, or you take fast food a lot, you don't feel like cooking. So I switched to a hotel that has a cooktop, right? So that should help me out. We gonna see. Can't guarantee shit. Don't know. Possibly. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I got some chicken that's thawing out in the refrigerator, so hopefully I cook that tomorrow. I gotta get some oil. That's the only thing you bring a cooktop. You need some basic essentials. I need about like miniature bottles like oil, salt and pepper, some basic seasoning. Come up in a pack a whole house for a week, but you might want to make something fresh, versus doing meal prep. Because meal prep, oh man, let's talk about that. It's dry, man. It's dry. It's dry, and you try to mix it up, twix it up with some meal prep, and nobody's really interested in doing that. You make your big ass thing of rice. You got rice every single day. You got these same vegetables every day. Maybe you could do like chicken and steak or chicken and shrimp. Well, you can't do shrimp. Shrimp is awful being reheated. So, chicken and fish or just all chicken, all fish, all steak. Fucking be vegetarian, put beans in it, all beans. I've tried it. It's cool, but you have to really retrain your brain to do meal prep because it's really not where it's at. I don't be feeling it. I don't be liking it. I'm trying to drink tea on my meals, help me burn some fat, need some consistency in my life. I need to hire a personal trainer, right? But you know, we all got our excuses, right? I'm gonna throw mine out there. Why not? Who's perfect? I'm sure they ain't. Oh man, big beat about being perfect. My site manager finally is back traveling. He's not gonna be in my face no more. Boy, that is a breath of fresh air. It's weird because he's an engineer, but he's been doing a lot of desk work. And then they got him as a field guy, but he's not been in the field. So I don't think he's ever worked as a field service technician. So he really can't fill the full engineering role because I think he's been like an engineering assistant or engineering technician role. He claimed he has his full 4-year degree. So you just hear him like talk and rant on in our conferences and everything else. And just be like, dry. It makes no sense. He be confusing people. Like he knows stuff, can do some stuff, but it's like nothing's all the way there. Like he's not like a full blown engineer who can just do all the calculations, do all this stuff. He's not a full blown technician because he doesn't know how to testing procedures and policies and safety stuff. It's like he's like in this weird gray area, this borderlands deep in the valley, just flowing down the river. Just can't figure out where he can't get his grip. Salmon going upstream, he going downstream, his bears in the way. It's an absolute disaster. But he's out the way for now. They hired an actual site manager, somebody's local, comes in. They're gonna be bothering him. I'm pretty excited about that. But now, as soon as he left, all of a sudden the job site's super busy, which is nice because I've been camping. Doing a lot of sitting around, man. They got stuff going on. 2, 3 people, they work in tight spaces. I'm not finna sit next to you while you work. It ain't never that serious. So I run around, float around, drive around, take long lunch breaks. I don't know. Try to stay off people's way, but at the same time, let them know, follow the rules or else. Oh, 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 oh. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing this real crazy on social media though. I know a lot of people saying about that girl who passed away, the Raven Jackson. She apparently was dating some guy, 600 something was his name, but she's a beautiful, greatly built woman. But I remember she dealt with some depression issues. I remember being online. People made fun of her. I think she had got sick earlier this year and she lost all her weight because women who naturally train their bodies and get, like they get real thick, real big butts. They have a high calorie intake for food to maintain all that weight and muscle. And apparently, she got sick on out the gym and she got super slim. She still had a nice body, or whatever, but her butt was nowhere near as big as it was. So I remember she dealt with some backlash with that. People just, being rude, disrespectful, the typical stuff you see on social media. But what I had to say about that is, I don't know how much are women, especially sisters, sacrificing to be with a man that potentially has money or already has money. Like, how much are you selling your soul, and how much I think might have affected her uh, issue? Because apparently she took her own life. That's a claim online, but I thought it was very inconsiderate. Some of the posts he had put out about her, I thought it was very inconsiderate to put all them text messages out about her. Like, it's not like he was jumping in front of it. I still got to do a little digging and see if that's the final say so. They labeling that. Is he a possible suspect? Because it didn't add up. Then she's on the bridge and I heard a gunshot. Like a lot of stories all over the place, and it's just like, dang. I sat back and think like, how much does a woman have to, sell herself short to be with a man who potentially is labeled as high value or just high earning? There's always that saying. I don't remember the particular cars, but I know too, right? You gonna cry in a Buick or a Bentley, right? Is that really worth it to be the man that you consistently see surrounded by other women, consistently see, possibly sleep with other women or women being sexual around him? Like, is that career and lifestyle really, really worth it? Because I remember seeing some of her posts on, I didn't know she's even had a man, but I didn't dive that deep into her life. But it's like, I'm pretty sure she was living in a hotel, so maybe they don't live in the same city. They've been together 2 years. I'm like, 2 years, you should have, bought her house or something by then. But I remember her doing her little sales for her like waist trainer. She had like a fitness package. She's like monthly programs or big group programs, right? I remember last time I remember seeing it was like a waist trainer belt on some ankle weights, a weighted jump rope, and some meal plans or whatever. But I remember she's in there by herself. She's in there packaging all the stuff up by herself. Doing all by herself. Like he could have been paying for the apartment. Who knows? But I just kind of find it interesting. Sometimes when women are dating men with money, I guess they're always very busy. They're not available. And so she has to do a lot of things by her own. So that kind of could make some sense. You got her laid up in an apartment, possibly paying for it. But is that worth it, right? You don't have to pay no bills, but your man is with other women, sleep with other women, kids and such, and doing all the other things with other women. I don't know, so the verdict is still out on that. But does that really make women feel good when it's like, oh, he has money, he takes care of that and the third, but I'm gonna have to share him? You go back to the Bible, shorts in the Bible, right? That's the whole thing. There's plenty of people in the Bible who, you have kings who had their concubines or their wife, and the wife had her little group of close women. Then he also did what he wanted because he had money and power. Do women still have that mindset nowadays? I don't know. I don't know if that's really a major, major thing that women are willing to accept when it comes to dealing with men who have a lot of money. If the guy even had a lot of money, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's sad. Let's get into the queen real quick. There's a lot of people all over just like going in about um, her history with some genocide and slavery and different things of that nature. A lot of posts about her. I was quite surprised. And then there's some woman who just was put out today who thought she was being bold by not shaking. Who's that came back? Meghan Markle, that lady not shaking her hand. Like it was weird because her daughter shook her hand and she was next to her and she like kind of smirked and had herself hunched down. It was real strange. She did that. I don't know what her purpose was. What she was trying to prove, like you're beneath me, you're lower than me. But it's like that's kind of a bad look because you're an adult. You did it in front of what I would assume was probably her daughter, who did speak to the lady. Like you look very childish, you look very inconsiderate. It's a stupid move, and you're probably gonna end up dealing with some backlash or some crap at work because that's just dumb. And even though you may not like her, respect her, you shouldn't be publicly displaying that and to put that out there and do that. I don't think that's really worth it. Nothing may happen to her. It may people at her job may have the same sentiment and not like her. Who knows? Royal family issues, whatever. That really my beef, but that was pretty rude. There's a lot of people just got to post about it. I guess I get it. I get it. Land's been stolen, blah, 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 blah. Hey, what you gonna do about it? What y'all gonna do about it? I mean, it's 2022. Go make a plan, go make a deal, go get married, get your own land, buy some stuff, build some stuff. Make it happen, but don't make all these excuses. Don't be making these excuses. It's not worth it. And crippling yourself. Like you're not going to do and work and make things happen. You can start a podcast, start a photography. You draw. People do all types of stuff. There's drones. You do video editing. You can make websites for people. There's so many services you can offer and not even have to necessarily show your face to people. Also, you still have stock investments. Um, I don't get it. In the modern times, there's still so many excuses of why people can't get ahead, so many excuses why people don't have money. And I do get it when you're growing up in a rough area, rough neighborhood, disrespectful family members, disrespectful parents, disrespectful friends, co-workers. You just can't get ahead. Everything's negative in your world. Sometimes it's hard to see out, but me personally, I feel as if you believe in higher power or not, you always get that sense of this ain't everything. This ain't the only way to live life. And also, you do have social media and the internet, and you do have celebrities and other people who do show you that there is a different part of the world to live in. And I don't mean like literally move out of your country or your local area, but it's just like there's a different world to be in, like metaphorically speaking. You can live in a better community, you can live and have nice things, you can have a good paying job, have a good career, have your own business going, but there's no reason to just be like, I'm never going to be nothing. I'm never going to wake up. But it's a struggle. It's a struggle to break that chain, possibly if everybody's poor. You've never been in a nice house, never been in a brand new or gently used or certified pre-owned vehicle before. Everybody car got issues. Everybody clothes is used. Everybody's um, But everybody eat, you eat and save a lot and different things like that. So I can understand where some people just can't get out of it. It's a bad cycle, a bad family cycle is going on. Just the struggle just keeps going. Add in broken households, single parent households, and it's just like, what you gonna do to get ahead? What are you really gonna do to get ahead? A lot of people, it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be nothing. I feel bad for them, because I work with people and ran into people, and it's just like you realize there's some people eager to be led and to learn and to gain experience from other people, but sometimes opportunities may not come up or may not come the way, or since you haven't been prepared to train for anything, when opportunities come, you blow them. You just completely just completely ruin everything, and that happens to people. That really does happen to people. And like, what are you gonna do when you meet a good partner, right? And you just fuck it up. You fuck it up. You just fuck it up with him or her. They help you when you're down and out. They help you when the money's tight. Maybe you get on and get arrogant. That's a big thing. But job opportunities come up, training opportunities come up, uh, certifications come up, apprenticeships come up. There's so many things that you can do and come your way, but a lot of times we end up mentally defeating ourselves and we lose opportunity. They don't come around forever, so that's something to think about. Something to really do. Like, I gotta get out of this funk. I gotta get out of this space. I gotta get out of this issues. But how? How? Even though you can get on social media and search yourself, I've debated with people about this. Sometimes you legitimately don't know exactly what there is to do. Even you could be searching, as Gordon Ramsay said on one of his shows, being a busy idiot. That is a real thing. You could just be off track by just the smallest margin, and you don't find what you're looking for. So the struggle is real out here for a lot of people. A lot of people. They just don't know what to do, can't get right, can't figure it out. Just and you see these people, you run into these people. Speaking of seeing people, I feel really bad when I see people who are addicts on the street. I guess I was like the other day, and I'm like, man, I just wish I can give her a hug. I always think of the Bible sometimes when I see people struggling out in the streets that the touching the hem of the garment and being healed. Like, always wished I could do that. Just because some things ain't always people's fault. There's some people who are addicts because somebody played a prank on them. I remember there's things about dipping cigarettes and different things and putting things inside of people's cigarettes so you roll them, or putting things out of weed. And obviously, we know about the history when uh, drugs were brought to America in the 60s and 70s, especially in black community, and they was putting it out as a party drug, something you have fun with. Wasn't into that, and it became a whole crack epidemic, like a whole thing. People were literally addicted to crack, and I'm just like, man, could you imagine that if you got strung out on that and never got help? They threw you in jail. You went through withdrawals, or you people sneaking it in the prisons. You get out, you back on it. It's just like it's a never ending cycle. Crack, like real thing. But it couldn't be me, man. I saw an interesting post even about weed, and it was saying, a lot of people talking about growing their own vegetables and dealing with that stuff. They say there's a lot of chemicals and pesticides on it, right? And a lot of people use that fruit spray. They make their own vinegar or something, mix it in the house to clean up their fruits. It's talking about, well, the same stuff they spray on the fruits and vegetables is the same stuff that they put on, guess what? Weed plants. If it's growing out in the same areas they grow it in a patch to hide it, out in their fields, cornfields, who knows? Those same chemicals are being sprayed on the weed. So think about that. He could be growing weed and they could be spraying stuff on there. It's like, is there a way to possibly rinse that stuff off? Are people cleaning weed? Like, is that an actual thing? Or are you just smoking up all types of chemicals into your system? I don't know about that, man. I don't smoke and do too much of nothing. I drink a little bit here and there, but even I need to cut that out because I need to lose some weights. And you can't be drinking. You can't be drinking trying to work out and lose weight. That's just, you might as well just eat double cheeseburgers. Might as well get you a Big Mac meal, supersized combo, Wendy's, whatever floats your boat, you might as well go pop off with that if you're gonna be drinking. 'Cause that just messed up your metabolism, slows everything down. Not saying you can't, right? Because people in the military, they drink every day and they still in great shape, but that ain't something worth aspiring to, right? It's an infamous word. I actually hate the way it sounds. Caloric deficit. I just can't stand the way that sounds. Remember that was a trend like late last year. Everybody was pushing their fitness stuff. They just kept saying caloric deficit. Like it was like every single other person on social media, like caloric. It was like caloric. You just kept hearing it over and over again. That shit got old fast. But obviously it's a necessity, right? You got to burn more than you take in, right? Don't eat past a certain time. Snacking, what you snacking on matters. Excuse me. And the biggest one a lot of people don't like to talk about is not necessarily 100% your gym time, but it's really your after hours time, right? If you go to the gym for 4 or 5 minutes a day, but you got a desk job and you come home and sit on the couch and watch TV, it's going to take you a lot longer to lose weight because the only active time you got is a 45 minutes out of the day. You don't walk around, you don't walk to the mailbox, you don't walk anywhere. You just riding. You're in a car everywhere, or you're sitting it down, sitting down for the job. So that's difficult for a lot of people because their entire lifestyle had to change. You got to get some active activities, active hobbies. Speaking of hobbies, why don't people have hobbies, interests, and passion anymore? It's like people are kind of dry out here. I understand some stuff can get expensive, right? I collect Hot Wheels cars. It's something I do. It only costs $1, right? But you buy 50 of them, that's a problem. Or if you buy the premium ones that are $5.99, that becomes a really big problem. You buy the premium sets that are $14.99, that's a real big problem. Or you buy the box sets that come with 3 cars in the hauler, that's $24.99. Or if you go jump up $25 for the premium cars on our website, or sometimes they're $30 and sometimes they're $35. It can get real expensive. They do packages and they do um, groups of cars. They do like a scene like a 5 pack of cars. You got to collect each one different. So you run around burning up gas. I be doing it, burning up gas, driving around. And I started driving before I'm on Reddit to hear people about it. And apparently there's this big term called scalpers. Basically, people who go out, take a bunch of their money, they go out and buy all the cars they see on the shelves, mostly the licensed cars, right? And they go and put them on social media, Facebook Marketplace, Instagram, not Instagram. Oh, you can sell on Instagram on Macari, eBay Motors, not Motors, but eBay. And they sell it secondhand for, sell $1 car for $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $10. Instagram, it gets really crazy, right? But I just happen to know a lot of people just don't be into stuff. I remember back when I was dating, like a lot of women just like, what do you do in your free time? And it was like a lot of women were like, they don't get into nothing. They be sitting in the house, watching TV, go out to eat, take trips. It's like you go take trips and you do the same thing you're doing in your local city. It's just a different type of restaurant, taking pictures, different type of city. It was like people don't be getting into stuff, maybe ATV ride, zip line, stuff like, what are some actual activities that people actually like? I never understood that. I've always been a person who's been into hobbies, been into different things. I got a whole plethora list of things. I got subcategories of stuff, right? I got stuff I can do and afford. I got stuff that I can do, but it's kind of passive, push off in the back burner. I ain't active like I need to draw and finish building some models, right? And I got stuff I want to do that I currently can't afford, like I want to build a car, I want to get into drifting, and then I got things that I want to do that are severely up my price range, which is I really want to paint cars and rebuild cars, like just as an actual business. Like I thought about getting into plastic dipping and body work. And then I really thought about getting into drone racing. That seems pretty cool, but kind of expensive too as well. I mean, there's so many things to do out here. Uh, I'm trying to learn how to skate. I wish I could do skate like them dudes be smooth online, the women be smooth online. I don't have the skills like that. Good activity, probably lose weight. I should probably maybe bring my skates out here with me, right? There's so many things to do. You into actual sports, basketball, football, volleyball, things that just get you up and active. Tennis, racquetball, lacrosse. Obviously, some of the things you can't play by yourself, but you could practice and do different things. Swimming is a big thing. You can always go swimming, but I don't know. It's just like people just don't be into stuff. It's just like drinking, watching TV, watching movies, having sex, and partying. It's like he's like a handful involving like 4 to 6 things, and that's like really it. Like, hey, you knit. knit a sweater, make me an old knitted hat for wintertime. Something, do something. I don't know. Remodel somebody's kitchen. Not even remodel a kitchen. That's dumb. Maybe do paint. Come up with paint schemes and paint designs. People want to move to a new house. I don't know. Make decorative curtains for people's houses. Something. Do something. I also didn't have a trade. I'm an electrician by trade. I'm not licensed, but I can do stuff for the house. But I try for work, so I'm not really into that right now. I'm letting that go. I'm gonna hang out, do what I want to do. I work a lot, and I go home on my free time, take care of my wife, got my daughter. That's really what I want to do right now is do stuff with them, hang out with them. So a side job I have to be something big, like doing a whole house panel, a whole house rewire, which I have to call in help for. Something like that be worth me giving up a Saturday or a Sunday or evening, driving somewhere, just my house. But right now I'm not doing no side work, so we get all that, but I'm also into photography, right? I got this music board. I actually want to make some music. Not like I want to become a rapper or a singer, nothing like that. But I just kind of fast stuff in my head. I write poetry, right? That's something to do. I downloaded Adobe Premiere, which I've been fumbling around with, but I really need to take some time, learn some videos, learn the content. But I mess with that. There's just a lot of things to be out here doing. It's try something, get into something, get active, get out here and try to live life again. Because I don't know why people aren't living life. They dying, they robots, they pre-programmed. Like when you buy a laptop and it comes with Windows 10 on it, right? It's already set, ready to go, predetermined, pre-made decisions. No revisions, add updates. It's a mess. It's a mess. People should get into stuff. Find something you like, and that shouldn't cost. Well, everything costs money, right? But like, can you buy something once and keep doing? Like, if you bought a pack of pencils, drawing pencils, and a couple of notepads, maybe a couple of canvases, right? Then you could just get on you and some paint, possibly too. You just get on YouTube, watch the videos, learn how to paint. So that's something you can do an initial, let's say, startup of $50, $60, right? And then you got that, and you use that for the next couple of months. You practice, 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 so you get better. There's so many things to do, try out, get into, and I just don't know why people just be out here like doing the same mundane couple of things, mediocre things, and that's it. That's it. Organize your house. I don't know. Start filing your papers. I don't know. Look over your taxes. Look over business. Project a plan. Get on a budget. Start a budget. Do something. Do something, man. But I'm gonna close out my nonsense tonight. I want to get on here. I haven't been online in a long, long time. I was doing the podcast on the Golden Grace Network. That's kind of dismantled now. We went through a whole lot of different partnerships, and that was a tipsy turvy ride. This is just something to throw out there, put online. I haven't been online in who knows how long, probably most of the summer, right? But we got some things in my life lined up. Newly married. I'm excited. Next chapter, next moves, big moves, major moves coming. Um, yeah, that's stuff going on. Then that rapper got killed too. I'm like, that just happened. What they say? On to wrap it up, what they say? He got his girl checked in at Roscoe's Chicken, some chicken and waffles, Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles, whatever the name of that place is. I'm. It's not where I'm from, so I've never seen it before, been there before. But it's like people like she set him up this and the third, just like why these rappers so high targeted, so high profile that people want to take them out. End of the day, her checking in there. If them guys ran up on him that fast, I mean, they've been looking for him. He's been on the hit list. Somebody been wanting to take him out. And I ain't talking about to eat. They want to take him out, lose his seat, lose his feet. He going down, meeting Mother Earth, then going up to Jesus right after that. It's a bad elevator ride. You ask me. That's what the hell they talking about. Them people been playing that, but it's like they keep taking out these dudes. It's like you know, narcos, drug wars. These people really taking these guys so serious. Is it the bragging? Is it the boasting? Is it the struggling, the half and half nots? Like it's a real war out here. And some of those guys try to use their money, the claim of fame is the play the part, play the game, play the image, and then you get back in it and you start getting back to the community. But yet they keep getting snuffed out. So maybe it's so much bragging and so much boasting that comes with the lifestyle of being in the entertainment music industry that just you just piss people off from the high school, your neighborhood you grew up with. They just be mad at you. Oops, a little water. Be mad at you and stay mad at you. So rest in peace to that guy. Rest in peace to the Raven Jackson girl. It's rest in peace to obviously the Queen Elizabeth as well. That's just three people you know I know of that don't know personally. They didn't know I existed. They're gone now. But it's like that's three people I know who's passed away, and just like that's a real unfortunate situation. Somebody took one out. One person died of natural cause old age. Another person took themselves out. So it's like that's it's bad business, man. It's bad business out here. I feel bad for the people and their families, but you know, peace and love to everybody. Hope you have a good night. Take care. Be blessed. Follow me. It'll be more to come on these streets, interviewing some people. Having some real discussion. Nothing crazy. I ain't trying to diamond testing and relationship tests. Nothing like that. Just some real heart healthy, deep, and intimate discussion. You hear intimate, I think it's sexual. No, intimate is not. It can be used many ways, and it's not necessarily always being sexual. So some shit's coming. I'm gonna work on some stuff. I got work to do. I got a job to handle. Start back traveling here soon. I get out. I've been stuck on one project, but it's time for me to get moving. As they made some calls and let me know. So hopefully that kicks up soon. I can really get some content going. Just be all over the place, all the different states. I cover literally half of America, so who knows where I'll be. I'll take it easy. Have a good one.